I'm going to do my best to not hit record over and over again and re record this. So, this is the first time I'm recording it, and I hope this one makes it more like I hope I make it. What is this? What are you watching? This is a uh, reaction, I guess, behind the scenes commentary, if you will. Not how is this made, but how did I make this? I will talk about that a little bit here. But what is it? What did I make? Okay, I did this loop video, a 3D animation with some motion tracking and things of the like. The general idea of the animation is there is a cube floating in 3D space with a door on it, and then so the cube will land, and then you as in the camera will approach the cube and enter through the door, therefore entering a living room of sorts. I don't know why I gotta speak all mystical or whatever I'm trying to do here, but so you go through the door into the living room. The living room is my living room, in which you see the TV is playing the same cube that you have just entered, and then you walk up to the TV and the animation loops. So let's just watch it really quick. And you'll kind of get an idea of what I was talking about here. I'm gonna watch it too. The volume's a little low, but I think that's kind of better, right? Because you don't want it bursting out your ear holes. So you kind of get an idea of what I was talking about. There's a 3D or whatever, a 3D television that I had motion tracked onto the wall. Fun story here. I'm gonna mute this actually while I'm talking about it really quick. So fun story here is the way I start it, and then I forget what I was gonna say. So oh yeah, the motion tracking on the TV. You'll notice it's really wobbly if you rewatch this over and over, like right now, right there. See how there's some wobble action? So this was before I was aware that um, it's I don't know how to exactly say this, but I should have optimized the color in the video before I had tried motion tracking to it. Because I did not, there were little pixels and little bits that would move around inside of the pieces of pixel that I was trying to motion track to. I think that doesn't really explain what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to talk about that here in a second. So for now, let's talk about the cube itself. Yes, it was exactly what I said. Um, so I've got Blender open here with the first part of the video. It is two videos combined. That's how I did this. So I'm gonna. Oh, it's not clicked on it. I love it when I'm not clicked on the Blender and I hit 0 or something, a command, and it's like doing a command on some other window that I'm just like not even paying attention to. It's spazzing out like I'm doing the thing that you're asking. Okay, let's change the viewport and get a better look of what we got going on here. A cube. Cube-ish. Alright. So I quite literally created a cube with a couple bevels, and I didn't clean out the bevels or anything. After the beveled cube was bevelized, I selected all of the faces and hit I to what's the word for it? I forget what the command I. Basically, it's extrude, but only on a face. I don't know if that makes sense. it made a smaller face on the face. There you go. Once I did that, I took that extrusion and I extruded again on normals, therefore creating a nice, weird, exoskeletonized cube. And yes, I do have a way with words. Thank you for mentioning it. So once I had this cube sitting here, and this is all that it was, it looks like it's in a room. It is not. I just needed a very simple setup here. As you can see, it's like a plane, a light, a cube, and the rest is animated camera. I even, yeah, there you go. That's pretty much that. And so when I got over to the second video, now you can see right here, this is my door to my house. This is my living room that I did here. Shocker, right? What kind of animator salary am I working with here? Exactly that. Anyways, so what I did with the door here is I got this shape. It's a plane in front of the television, because without a mask or something like that, an object will show on top of your video every time, because that's how the layers are set up. Because of that, this TV would be intruding right here, and you would see it for the 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just 2 frames, but that's enough to bother me. And if you were watching it on replay, you would notice that. So what I did to fix that was I put a shadow catcher right there, and you can't really see what it does in this view, but once I change it and my computer thinks about it for a second, oh, it's not going to do it there either. See, hey, you get a better picture of what a shadow catcher does. Quite literally catches the shadow. It also catches light. So what it was doing was casting some shadow. I don't know how to explain it. It gave like a more realistic feel, because now, see, it was kind of like in darkness along with the rest of the video. Because of how this light changed right here, motion tracking this was a freaking nightmare. I do want to switch over to that. I don't know. It opens up whatever it decides to open up. Okay. See? Look at all that mess. Especially here in the beginning, because as you can see, I don't know why I keep saying as you can see. I was watching a video that somebody was saying that consistently, and I was annoyed. So now it's my turn to annoy you. Anyways, here is what's going on. All these shapes, all these little doodads were supposed to be motion trackers, which do exactly that. They track the motion, but they weren't able to get a clear sign of what's going on until like all the way over here. So there was my TV right here before I started, and you could see up here how it ended up looking. Definitely there was way too much blur, and then also the light changing made this extremely difficult. So I'm actually surprised that the TV didn't jump around. It didn't jump around more than it did, because like if you see this line doing whatever the hell it's doing, like I don't know how Blender was able to make it as clean looking as it did. Anyways, that was enough me dwelling upon that. Okay. But You get the idea. I replaced the television and then I put my thing on it. And looking at it retroactively, is that how you say that? Anyways, looking at it now, you know what I really should have done? I should have turned the main screen up there to a green screen, right? And just had like green on the channel paused. And then I could have chroma keyed it out and then put a motion tracked plane with a video playing on it behind it, my plane, the video that I had created with the cube. I could have just simply chopped up a piece of that and plopped it right in there. But no, I didn't think about that. I decided that 2.22 solve error was fine. They say anything above 1 is probably a no-go. I say nay. No, okay. Basically, I learned a lot from this project, and I kind of just forced it through, which ends up happening with a lot of stuff that I'm trying out for the first time. But God, look at all that blur. Yeah, of course it. Like, look, every other frame is different. Of course, Blender was like, I don't understand what you want from me. I spent way too much time motion tracking like little bits and pieces, and these are the bits and pieces here that actually worked out. I don't even know. I probably did 100 of them before I finally settled on the ones that are here and was like, you know what? A little bit of wobble isn't going to kill anybody. I want to see this video done. Let's call it. Okay. Okay. So, I think that's enough behind the scenes of the watch the door loop is what I call it, I suppose. It's on the YouTube. You've seen it. You've seen it here with me. And what's better than watching me with me? That came off creepier than I thought it might. Anyway, I'm Eric Pauly. I do things at erpauly.com. Thanks for watching the ER Pauly channel on the YouTube. Subscribe and all that stuff, because you know what it does. I'll see you on the next round.